Ну чё, раз-раз, будем продолжать. Поехали. Сегодня чуть покороче будет стрим. Ну, постараемся много дел успеть сделать. Так. Секретные комнаты.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
О, сколько смс-ок они наставляли. Сбрасывающее заклинание с помощью... Угу. Или это старые. Он не очищает просто их.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm, useful for pushing objects or adversaries. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
О, наконец-то. Или чё?
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up,
Up.
up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up!
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
Wish I had my own broom.
Очень
This is
сильно
brilliant.
тормозить стало. Жесть. Это печально.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
Ha! Good. I've got this.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Made it! Oh, did anyone else see that?
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging.
Да, готов.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Gryffindor like you might be interested in a high-flying adventure?
Погнали.
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Ha ha! Now that's more like it!
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the
Ладно,
future.
чё ты. Ух.
Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Так, очень странная фигня, как только я ее запускаю, я дико
Sorry
начинаю
about
хотеть
that
спать.
business with Kagawa. But you have
Надо
to
пойти
admit,
вмазаться
those views were
чем-нибудь.
worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Spintwitches is open in Hogsmeade. All the latest brooms I
Буквально
hear.
пару сек.
Not that I need one. The broom I have at home is the latest model.
Чё? Сейчас вернусь.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Nothing better than a few pints of butterbeer and a pile of mince pies with my sisters on Christmas Eve. No better feeling than the wind in your hair as you fly above the world on a broom. I don't know about demiguises, but Howin had me on hot bricks the other day, telling us about her colleague who befriended a griffin. I put my hand up and said we had a griffin come by our street once and tried to get our rabbit. My sister had to run out after it, throwing stones till it flew off. I thought Howin would be impressed, but oh, the glare! She said you never meddle with dangerous beasts. If you ask me, she's the dangerous beast. Can't decide if I like Professor Weasley or Professor Hecat more. Hecat? No, Weasley. Ugh, they're both brilliant. Garlic asked me to explain to the class the main use of plants. I said picking them. What? Do you happen to have any valerian sprigs? I really wanted to have a go at a forgetfulness potion, only I can't remember where I put mine. As far as I can see, the only potion worth learning is Sleeping Draught. Best timed for History of Magic. Patrick Redding is surprisingly somber, considering he runs a shop as fun as Honeydukes. I hear Upper Hogsfield is lovely. Or was it Lower Hogsfield? Well, both Hogsfields. Hogwarts always has another mystery to discover. If I don't find a way to concentrate, I'll fail my owls for certain. I hope I'm wealthy enough one day to buy every broom model at Spintwitches. I think I'd have made an excellent seeker. I have a sharp eye. Can spot the shadow of a demiguise in the snow. My sister organised Quidditch practice all summer to prepare for this year. She was most upset when it was cancelled. Natty doesn't seem to mind having her mother as a teacher at all. I'd hide in my common room if it were me. Poor Susan in those second-hand robes. Looks like her grandmother in them. Smells like her too. He's absolutely sweet on me, I'm sure of it. Every time he's around me, he's crooning at me. It's like being courted by a manticore. Do you think we'll learn how to brew our Mortentia? Strongest love potion, they say. Not that I care, you understand. I was just wondering. He said I had a complexion like a hippocampus egg. Fancy saying that. I think it's because I don't sleep well. Power should be kept in the oldest pureblood families, like the Blacks. Wouldn't want riffraff running things. That's what my mother says. No better feeling than the wind in your hair as you fly above the world on a broom. I hope I'm wealthy enough one day to buy every broom model at Spintwitch's. It's awful if you're sat near someone and they're trying to pass notes about. Half the time I get the blame, and Hecate has no tolerance for that, I can tell you. Some think Professor Shah is hard to read, but I find her as easy to read as a star chart. She has no patience for time wasting. I haven't been down to the boathouse since arriving in my first year. Perhaps I'll pay a visit. My favourite room in the school is the library. It always smells of fresh parchment. I'd wager the Hufflepuff common room's the cosiest of them all. Simply the fact that it's so close to the kitchens makes it seem more homely. Sometimes the prefect sits next to me. Well, one time they did, in the common room. Mind you, it was the only seat left, and I did ask them to. Hogwarts always has another mystery to discover. If I don't find a way to concentrate, I'll fail my owls for certain.
Ой. Так. Все, я вернулся. Сейчас побежим дальше.
I thought Professor Black would get
В тенях крипты. Там биткоин. Фринга. Это тоже заклинание?
students. Too much to
Пойдем
hope for, I
проверим.
suppose.
Revelio.
Вот где-то еще звенит у них. Во. Вот такое ощущение, что я их тоже слышу.
Revelio.
Вот, где-то вдалеке. Может, здесь?
Get thought
Как будто громче. Во.
Revelio.
Где-то здесь еще. Или нет? Ладно.
I'm glad there's a Slytherin in charge of the school. Willing to make the hard. I wonder if you
Revelio.
Ладно, буду потом заниматься. Тут же есть внутриигровые какие-то испытания, да?
Revelio.
Там я уже был.
My mother sent me a howler.
How do you do?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Over here. Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the
Revelio.
We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confided in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Я потерял его. Где он?
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Какое опасное заклинание.
You're getting it. Ready to
Символ.
actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find... Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it.
That's it. I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can.
Зачем?
Rookwood and
Я не
Ranrock are
выбирал
trying to
это.
recover something they think I
Он же
took from a vault
зелёный.
in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon
Ты
attack.
все расскажешь
There was
вообще.
this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
Не, я пока тебе не могу рассказать,
The
братец.
book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages. That's about it.
То, что
Pity.
тебе нужно знать.
Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
Да, окей, окей.
When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you out.
Тут сейчас все задамажу.
Accio! Levioso! Confringo! Incendio! Levioso! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo!
Мощно.
Incendio! Levioso! Accio!
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian
Вот и
told you,
появились
didn't he?
говнюки.
You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster.
Белый, ты
I'm not
сгендерный.
afraid to exploit that connection if I
Светловолосый,
need to.
голубоглазый, ариец. Слышь ты,
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just...
Пошли по
I know
разам.
what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Себастьян отсюда.
Hello, Zenobia. What did you need help with?
I need someone to collect my gobstones that have been
Камушки,
hidden.
камушки, я помню. Один уже нашел.
Revelio.
Интересно, камушки брякают как-нибудь или...
What are you up to now?
Шипят?
Professor, what can you tell me about your work at the Ministry?
Your curiosity is understandable. Well, although I can't speak in any detail of my work, I can tell you certain interesting facts. Unspeakables work in the Ministry's Department of Mysteries. Dangerous work at times, as you've no doubt guessed.
Yes, Professor.
Now, you needn't concern yourself with my injury. I made peace long ago with the fact that a sprig of dittany, once plucked, will surely begin to wilt.
You do seem to have come to terms with things rather well.
It's a matter of perspective. Without saying more, perhaps whatever time I've lost was an exchange for time gained. And to dwell on such matters is a waste of the days ahead. At this point, no magic permits us to travel back in time. Perhaps one day. Yes, I can tell you that my years at the Ministry were well spent. And I'm as happy to be at Hogwarts now as I was to be in the Department of Mysteries years ago.
If I may, Professor, I'm also happy that you're here at Hogwarts now.
Kind of you to say. Speaking of time, perhaps yours would be best spent honing your defensive wand work.
Yes, Professor.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Мне интересно было, смогу добраться сам до точки. Такое ощущение, что начинаю плутать. Где-то он еще листочек этот писячий.
Revelio.
Котик. Где-то краем глазом я видел по поводу ачивки и котиков. Наверное, или количество раз, или количество котиков самих. Да где этот колокольчик может быть? Вот тут он точно должен быть.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Или уже был. О, так, это что такое? А как? Ага. Логично. Ладно.
Levioso. Revelio. 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 Confringo. Incendio. Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done.
Я ничего не делал. Само.
Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment.
Слушай, не знаю, что делать. Свет поменьше сделать. Просто прикол в том, что игра там мне нравится, мне интересно, но мне просто мажет. Я как только ее включаю, прям начинаю засыпать. Да ё-моё, еще и по работе что-то там. О, ну все, поехали, собрались. Собрались, разобрались. Ой.
Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it.
Интересно, кто-нибудь может пройти мимо и не нажать? Такая выдержка. О, да, бахну я сейчас, разнесу это все. Можно?
There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
Давай я втащу.
This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
О, какое. Ты чё? Чё её болтыхает-то так? Не понял. Стоп, вот. Поехали. Повернули. Еще поворот. Еще.
Splendid. Now, cast...
Так. Вот это. Надо купить еще одну. Мне, по-моему, должно хватать. Не хватать, а, по-моему, новый уровень был. Да, вот одно очко. Ключевые. Или пока не тратить на эту фигню. Давай вот это.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor. Revelio. Revelio.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Наорала на меня.
Accio. Levioso.
Вот как в Диабло, когда надо было распознавать предметы. Так, надо найти самое фуфловое что-нибудь. А мне сейчас вот это 4, 3, о, 35. Вот это 200, 200. Вот это можно разобрать. Так, так, так.
Revelio.
Stop them!
Чё?
No, not.
А, это ты их
You worthless pile of tin.
напугал. Жизненная история.
Revelio.
Так. Что-то я, получается, забыл.
Reparo.
Да не репаро.
Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Levioso.
Тихо.
Revelio. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
«24». Ты чего? 24. По 3 предмета. 3, 4, 6, 10. Шляпок, что ли, по нам собирал? Все, что зеленое, надо разбирать уже. Ну,
Revelio.
Perhaps you should summon your wits and
зеленое
find
их
out.
сделал.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Тут неспроста. Ну не, слишком было бы, да? Оп. Так, а если так? Не ты. Брось. Тихо. Так. И вот так.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Accio.
Как же так?
Levioso. Accio.
Там вообще все попереломалось. Дайте сундук. Все, я забрал.
Revelio.
Тут покрутил, там забрал.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. we believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it.
О,
The room will do the rest.
а мне дадут выбрать? Я не представлял Турцию.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work
Да,
with.
это папе звоню, говорю, папа, ну с тебя штраф за то, что ты забыл про день рождения мой. Я говорю, сколько? Я говорю, ну больше, чем Радику. Он такой, да я не забыл, я тебе отправлю, дочь, отправлю. Я говорю, а ты Радику отправь, получается, блин, а мне не отправь даже подарочка. Получается, блин, один раз видел Радика, уже больше любишь, чем меня. Он говорит, а я Радика больше, чем тебя люблю.
Это прошлый год еще напомню.
Я тоже ничего не отправляешь. Ну ладно.
Да ты проверь там.
Забудет. Ну, он сказал, что потом отправит. Естественно, блядь, забудет он. Ну, я-то не забуду. Ему
Я не
приедем,
забуду.
я ему лично скажу. И папа, блядь.
Нет, ты вечером напиши.
Не, я не буду вечером. Кстати, так уже надо. Я ему завтра.
Напиши.
Ты
Нормально.
что, хочешь, чтобы тебя до сих пор больше любили, чем меня?
Меня все больше любят.
Твоя мама позвонила.
Кроме моих. Да? Поздравляю.
На девятке уже отписалась днем, все.
Ну супер.
И 2000.
Уи.
Спасибо.
What you do with the space? Ah! And it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent.
Да-да-да,
It can
это шмотки
identify
распознавать.
unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Соглашусь, очень полезно. Только надеюсь, это не на время будет. Поставил шмотскую. А, нет, вот все распознала. Дубленый плащ. Там как... Так а что он распознавал, если у него нет никаких характеристик? Ну ладно, это, видимо, так для примера просто была шмотка.
Revelio.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Угу.
Incendio.
Ладно.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Лунные камни, поди.
When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did.
Понял,
Where can I
понял.
find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Ну что ты делаешь у меня дома? Тут сыпешь.
Revelio.
Не, надо все-таки покупать. Не по глазам что-то. Угу. Угу. У них функционал одинаковый, они просто визуально, да, разные. Наукообразный, ботанический, эклектичный, готический. Можно посмотреть вначале? Да, супер, прикольно, Sims начался. Крутить как вообще крутяк. Вот у нас там. Свет. Давай в уголочек сюда. Вот так, как понимаю, да? Так, мне пока понравился первый. Наверное, вот этот. Да. Такой он. О, еще один можно бахнуть? Нет, даже все. Травология. Этот сюда. Не, ну да, тут по моему вкусу тут все будет в первом стиле. Подожди, стол определения у меня есть уже, зачем мне... Ай, там еще и цвета были. Или подожди. Включить привязку. Вот цвета. Блин. Стоп, а могу... Старый... Стой, нет! Я еще не все сделал.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and
Ну да,
magic.
логично, логично.
But the room of requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Подождите, как изменить то, что... Взаимодействовать.
Revelio.
Просто спрятать? Так, секунду. Отключусь я на минутку по работе. Ладно. Как изменить цвет, мне так и не объяснят, да? Средства для содержания. Это стол для определения. Подожди. Как изменить... Если я на двойку бахну? А. Ресурсы мне восстанавливают, да? Супер. Давай еще раз. Давай вот этот. Изменить цвет. Она беленькая, хочу все.
I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
Как-то жутковато, по-моему. Картины, зеркала еще куда ни шло. Да ты... Если... Кладется бочком. Вот так. Оп. Что мешает-то? А так. Так заехать мы можем. Странно, да, выглядит это все? Так, это середина? Маленький он, конечно, столик такой. О, можно было... Ладно. Ну не настолько, конечно. Ладно, получилась херня. Чисто женщин повесим.
I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
Еще чему-то научить хотят.
I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
Ладно, хорош.
Transfiguration, if you have a moment.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Сколько достаточно?
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
О, супер.
Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Подождите, нет, я не понял, как стены, пол менять. Стиль объекта, цвет объекта. Ты сказала, можно еще поменять стены, пол. Во. В начале стрима я говорил, что сегодня поменьше играем, но побольше дел сделаем. Получается, обманул. Столик можно? Просто раз уж я начал этим заниматься. Не, подожди, а цвет. Ладно. Мена. Ой.
Oh dear. Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near.
Mm.
Zachariah.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the...
Я ж только что это сделал. Ну, теперь кажется, что мне этот больше нравится.
Your space might benefit a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Он все переделает сейчас мне.
Sounds perfect.
И зачем я это делал?
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back.
Да, пусть
Now
вернет
you have
обратно.
learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Я постараюсь. Травология, где у нас? Угу. Да, блядь. Алло.
Радик, ну это фора, наверное.
Так, ладно. Давайте хоть какое-нибудь задание успеть сделать.
Revelio.
Красиво.
Revelio.
Тихо, тихо. Не падать. Не падать. Не падать, говорю, блядь. Так.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say
Yes. And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. Protego! The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages?
Incendio. Evidently, Peeves stole them. And Jackdaw stole them from him.
Там нарисован же глаз. Типа к ним можно подкрадываться. Ну я что-то дал.
Incendio.
Так. Опа! Пятихаточка. Я думаю, там какое-то особенное будет заклинание.
You two seem ready for adventure.
Кто разговаривает здесь?
To think it was beneath us all this time.
Буквально.
map. There's Hogsmeade.
Красиво.
Here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Revelio.
It's time you learned Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Так, а изучить новое заклинание. А, или прочитать надо в начале сообщения. Да. Хорошо. Угу. Ладно, пойдем в магаз.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you. Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished. A wise decision. Thank you.
То есть что, я еще хотел задание у тебя взять сразу.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd be happy to help with the delivery.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Revelio.
Так, у кого мне купить метлу-то? Круголетка. Круголетка. Круголетка.
Revelio. Confringo.
Ой. Все, позадамажил. Не то, не то, не то.
Lumos.
Угу.
Revelio.
Ладно, буду иметь в виду. Это где-то... О, это где-то здесь.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead.
Expelliarmus.
Ой.
Lumos.
Слушай, нарисовано же здесь.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
Думаю, здесь как-то так будет. Или даже вот так. Сюда. Левиоса и Вингардиум Левиоса — это разные вещи. Кто бы мог подумать. Ладно, ребятки, сегодня мне не дадут толком поиграться, так что давайте на сегодня хватит. А завтра я уже... А завтра я тоже ни хера. В субботу нормально постримлю. Все, давайте.